The United Nations Development Programme is the development arm of the United Nations. We work in 177 countries and territories, connecting people and states to knowledge, experiences, and resources. In Sri Lanka, over the past 60 years, we have supported national development priorities, and we continue to work with our partners to help the country achieve equitable and sustainable human development. With the end of the conflict, we facilitated the safe return of internally displaced persons by providing technical assistance to mine action quality and information management and coordination in the north and east. We responded in advance of the monsoon season to install and manage extensive drainage and sewerage systems at the Manik Farm IDP complex in Vaunia, working together with the government and other UN agencies. As communities look to start their lives anew, we extended our support by clearing land before resettlement, constructing internal roads, rebuilding community halls, establishing spaces for preschools, constructing marketplaces, and providing housing and livelihood assistance to them. Displaced and faced with numerous difficulties, Asirivam Aroshan arrived in Kokkilai with his wife and their 3 children with nothing in hand. Asirivam is a prawn fisherman.
நாங்களுக்கு வாழ்வாதாரம் வந்து கொஞ்சம் நாங்கள் கேட்ட சாமான் விலை கேட்டுனாங்க கேட்டு தந்து அதால் நிறைய உழைச்சினாங்க. அதால் எங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவோ வாழ்வாதாரத்தால் மேம்படுத்தி எங்களோட பிள்ளைகள படிப்பு செலவுகளோ இதுகளோ எங்கள் கொண்டு செல்ல மாதிரி தகுதியாக இருந்தது.
We also support communities to emerge self-sufficient by linking small-scale producers with supply chains, building skills and knowledge of producers on new techniques and technology, and promoting value-added products. Wasidharan Soba, a single mother, looked for ways to gain income for herself and her young son. She produced Palmyra-based products on a small scale prior to 2012 with little knowledge about designs and techniques.
டிசைனிங்கள் அதுகளெல்லாம் போயிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நியூ டிசைனுகள் அதெல்லாம் ஜெவலிக்கிட்ட பிறகு எனக்கு வருமானம் அதிகரித்து கொண்டு வந்தது. அதுலேயே எனக்கு ஒரு தன்னம்பிக்கை வந்தது. நான் இதை தொடர்ந்து செய்வேனா இருந்தால் இதால் நான் ஒரு பெரிய ஆளாக வரலாம், எந்த உற்பத்தியையும் செய்யலாம்ன்ற அந்த தன்னம்பிக்கையாலேயே நான் பிறகு தொடர்ந்து இதை செய்து கொண்டு வந்து ஒரு பயிற்சி ஆசிரியராக வந்துட்டேன்.
Since 2004, we have assisted thousands of newly resettled persons in the north and east and the plantation sectors to obtain birth certificates, citizenship certificates, national identity cards, and other legal documents through specialized mobile clinics. We have also helped the most marginalized communities access free legal aid services, working together with respective government partners. These initiatives have helped communities increase access to services and justice. Nasendra Thanalakshmi was displaced on 2 occasions, during the 2004 tsunami and the conflict. She lost her national identity card and birth certificate, and this hampered her chances of obtaining a job as well as education and other services for her children. Nasendra was able to easily obtain a replacement for her birth certificate with the help of the Citizens' Charter, a document developed with our support explaining to the public the services that they can expect from the government. One of the key focuses of our work is bringing together different communities, especially those kept aside due to the conflict, through exchange visits and common or shared infrastructure development initiatives. The Twinning School program was one such initiative which brought together students from different parts of the country for various joint activities, such as celebrating international days and national and cultural festivals. From the year 2005 to 2013, our Twinning Schools program reached students from across 12 districts. Following the program, schools in larger communities have continued their interactions, initiating and funding their own exchange activities. Before 2011, the Sinhalese, Tamil and Muslim communities in Pavatkulam hardly met or interacted with each other, bitterly divided over water resources and livelihoods. That year, we introduced a number of initiatives that encourage these three communities to work together to resolve challenges and rebuild common infrastructure.
සිංහල දෙමළ මුස්ලිම් හැමෝටම එකසේ ජලය බෙදා ගැනීමට අපිට පහසුකම් සැලසුණා. අපි අතරේ තිබුණු එදා තිබුණු අසමගිය තුරන් වෙලා සමගිය සාමය අපි අතරේ ඇති වෙලා තියෙනවා.
We also continue to work with and for youth and women, enhancing their skills and knowledge, promoting them as leaders and decision makers, and empowering them to access new opportunities. Jesindon Darsha has become an avid community leader since she resettled in her village, Piramanda Are, in 2009, following years of hardships. Today, she trains community-based organizations on financial management and good business practices. But her work does not stop there.
ஆரம்பத்தில் மக்கள் வேலை திட்டத்தில் ஒத்துழைச்சதை விட பிறகு எங்களுடைய இப்போ ஒரு சின்ன மீட்டிங்கோட நாங்கள் போட போகிறோம்னு சொல்லி அறிவிச்சா கூட எல்லாருமே எங்களோட சேர்ந்து ஒத்துழைச்சி பொது வேலை சிரமதானங்கள் விழிப்புணர்வு கருத்தரங்கள் அப்படி நாங்கள் செய்யக்குள்ள வந்து எல்லாருமே எங்களோட ஒத்துழைச்சினா.
In addition, we work with national partners to manage disasters and identify and mitigate potential risks. We help communities to become more resilient to disasters by formulating guidelines for disaster-resilient buildings, engaging in village-level planning, building cyclone-resilient structures, and improving their capacity to respond to disasters. Partnering with a number of government and non-government agencies, we conducted environmental assessments, identifying areas that are available for development. These assessments have contributed towards improving the ability of communities to respond to disasters and integrate disaster risk management into development plans.
The UNDP team has given the support to the district administration to have a disaster preparedness plan and pooling the resources and sharing the resources with organizations.
We extend our support to the government in meeting best global practices in relation to reducing greenhouse gas emissions, solid waste management, and supporting the development of techniques to adapt to climate change. The Kalani River Basin is the source of drinking water for 85% of people in Greater Colombo and supports industries, urban centers, and many livelihoods in the area. Partnering with government officials, the private sector, schools, and young volunteers, we initiated Every Drop Matters to enable communities to better manage the environment around the Kalani River Basin.
කැලණි ගඟ ආරක්ෂා කිරීමේ විශේෂම කැලණි මිටියාවත සහ එහි පෝෂක ප්‍රදේශයන් ආරක්ෂා කිරීමේ මහජනතා දැනුවත් කිරීම සහ විවිධ කණ්ඩායම් සමග එක්ව එය රැකීමට ගන්නා පියවරවන් සමග අපට සහභාගී වීමට හැකියාවක් ලැබුණා.
We have responded to the need to increase policy-level engagement on key development issues. We will support evidence-based researchers that would help us and our partners in better understanding context-specific development challenges. We will work with our partners to identify and support policy reforms and action, as well as innovative program responses, for example, on youth and gender empowerment, bridging regional disparities, social integration, disaster resilience, and climate change adaptation. Through our initiatives, we will continue to change people's lives for the better and strengthen Sri Lanka's resilience. UNDP, Empowered Lives, Resilient Nations.